So the first order of business is to widen this hole to accept the new gas tank. If you just took the saw and tried to drill through right here, you don't have anything stabilizing that center bit on the drill piece. So we need to figure out a way we can put some sort of material in here to stabilize that bit and get a nice concentric ring that continues out right here so you don't have it off to one side. Before I want to drill onto this, I want to try and get it stabilized. So I'm looking underneath it at the fasteners, and I'm going to have to jerry-rig something. You can see this fastener at one point used to go into here. This piece I'm going to have to pry out. On this side, the hole is still intact, which is nice, but if you look back there, both of those tabs on either side are broken. That used to be the little focus in there. These right here used to be circular and now are broken, and it's the same deal on the other side. So just right away, fastening this front end, I'm gonna have to get a little creative with some either bracketry or zip ties. I just pulled out this hole saw. I just got it at Home Depot. It's a Bosch, and looking at it, man, there are not many cutting surfaces on this hole saw compared to the Milwaukee, which had these teeth running the entire circumference of the bit. You'd think Bosch would be better than Milwaukee, right? But man, that's just, I mean, you literally have 6 points of cutting, 6 points of contact to do all of the cutting. In fact, that's going to wear out a lot faster than if you had the entire thing. Another thing I was noticing was that this drill bit does not protrude very far from the top of the hole saw cut, and what's going on is the drill bit's not deep enough, so it's still gonna have that issue of sliding around. I did find some very temporary screws out of my bucket O bolts to secure this guy down, and then I just used some clamps so this piece of 2x4 is nice and sturdy in there. But I don't think that's quite going to work. I need something that's going to come flush now with the top of this. I think this is going to work. I simply have 2 pieces of wood wedged in there. Tension is all that is holding it down. I think it's going to be sturdy enough for my drill bit to do its thing. I already kind of started to see if it all line up. I think we're good. Time to do some drilling. There she goes. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Next move is to get the carburetor on. Gotta pull the petcock off of the old gas tank. Throw it on this one. That makes me happy. Here's the original gas tank. The petcock was pretty gunky, so I hit him with some foaming degreaser. I could just wipe it off. Go. The main part I wanted to clean out was here. Still got some juice in there. And I think these gas lines are going to be okay to reuse as long as I can get them off without cracking. I bended them around. I didn't see any signs of cracking on them, so I think they'll be okay. I'll come in and hit this with some brake cleaner before I put it back on, because there's some schmoo in there that I don't want getting into those baby little jets, because I'm sure this thing clogs easily. That is why this thing stopped running all those years ago. Look at that. It just is coming out in rust-sized bits. completely just, oh, it's probably not coming on camera. It's just shooting out rust though. Nasty. So here's our cute little carburetor, and it actually looks really clean inside and out. So I'm going to throw it on there and see if I can't get her to chooch as is. If I need to do a rebuild, I will. Here are the little pins I was hoping I was able to find that will attach the petcock to the carburetor right here. And then also, lucky me, there was an O-ring in here. So that's good. I won't have to worry about getting silicone in there at all. So here's our duct tape cover that is 10 plus years old. And my worry is that's going to leave a bunch of schmoo that I'm going to have to scrape off. And yeah, that's gross right there. I'm going to see if we just can't scrape it off here. Scraping away from the entrance to this. Kind of working. Might need to pull out the eraser. No, I don't want to mar this surface like that. This is some nasty stuff.